Ozzy, good to have you. What's the latest there where you are? You've been monitoring this supplementary poll there in Ihiala all day. What can you tell us? Okay, Ozzy is actually in Oka. Ozzy, what can you tell us?
Okay, we are in Oka at the moment. We left Ihiala when most of the elections were winding down. And then from our understanding of things that happened in that place, we were able to understand that the ABGA candidate is still in the lead. The collation of results is ongoing at the local government, which they have concluded, and is being transmitted to the INEC Collation Center in Oka, where the final collation will be done, and then we will now know who won, or if there is going to be a rerun, or if there's going to be any other development. But all that will be sorted out in the INEC office in Oka.
You were there. Tell us, you have about 148,407 at the seventh highest population of voters in Anambra State. Do you have an idea of the number of voters who registered in this particular ward, that is Ihiala, as against the number that registered?
Well, 148,407 accredited voters, according to the record of INEC, but somehow not all of them turned out to cast their vote today. You know, we had issues of materials not arriving on time. We had INEC officials too lagging behind, where some, I don't know if it is a situation of we are afraid if there will be an attack or not. But the election that was supposed to have started by 10 o'clock did not start by 10. It started in so many places from 12 o'clock, some even around 2:30 to 3 p.m. That was when material started arriving, the polling units. Though somehow there's a particular polling unit that we visited. When we got there, the people who wanted to cast their vote were there, the indigenes, but there was nothing like INEC, there was nothing like sensitive materials. But somehow, some people now said it was because of our presence that when we arrived, that certain calls and, you know, and then the officials started coming. Though I believe it's a coincidence, because to an extent, they were saying that if election did not hold in that polling unit, that what they usually do is that they will end up writing results and then they will pass it on that election took place. So the indigenes in that particular polling unit decided to wait and stay back to ensure that even if INEC did not turn up, they will stay to 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and they will say to the whole world that, look, election did not take place here. So whatever results that is being announced must be disregarded.
Before we let you go, tell us about this, the bimoral voter accreditation system that was a huge factor in this supplementary election. Compared to what happened on November 6, how would you rate the performance of the BVAS system this time around?
Well, I must give it up to INEC. I don't know the miracle they did, but the BVAS worked perfectly and excellently today. And the surprising thing is that most of the polling units, INEC did not arrive those places as early as they were supposed to. Yet they were able to meet up the challenges of having all the people who came there to be accredited, and then for them to also cast their vote. Compared to Saturday, Saturday was more of a disaster in some areas, especially Anambra, where I covered, in Oka. The BVAS machine was malfunctioning. Sometimes to get official image of the voters was very difficult, even their thumbprint. But today I saw something different, something very excellent, something that worked. So, which means that the right step that INEC took to ensure that these things worked effectively is the best step that should be taken. And whatever miracle they did, whatever they decide to put in place, I think they should continue in that direction and make it to be very, very consistent, so that we will have a progressive and a fantastic technology that can really do the magic that we've been all looking forward to ensure a credible election is in place when technology is being used to have a good election, especially in Nigeria.
All right, Ozzy, of course, perfect. You've told us 2 hours late to the commencement of voting. Give us an idea. I know you're back in Awka. Did the voting stop before you left? Are they still continuing to vote? Did INEC extend? I mean, it's assumed that they were going to extend it because it started late. So just give us a picture of what eventually transpired because INEC officials and sensitive materials came late.
The rules of engagement when it comes to election in Nigeria, especially as stipulated by the Independent National Electoral Commission, is that even if you say election is going to stop by 4 o'clock, as long as you are on that queue, as long as you are on the line waiting to be attended to, even if the line extends to 1 million, everybody on that line will be attended to, even when the regulation time says between 10 o'clock and 4 p.m. So that 4 p.m. will definitely be extended, and which I am very much aware that they did, because even as at 4:30, 5 o'clock, election was still ongoing in Ihiala Health Center, even in the Amau Community Primary School, and so many things that INEC did put in place to ensure that even if election did not start as at when it was supposed to, definitely there will be a way forward, and which I know they did. And even as at the time we were leaving, election was still ongoing in some certain polling units, to be precise.
Man on the ground, one of our number of reporters on the ground there in Awka.